Grab a glass and get out here. We're drinking 1792 Single Barrel with
Knee takes 39.
So 1792, especially the Single Barrel, has been for me the ultimate anti-FOMO bottle. It's anti-fear of missing out bottle for me. It is the bottle that convinced me I don't need a Blanton's. Even as far into my whiskey journey as I am, I have yet to own a Blanton's. And this bottle made me okay with that. I had tried several Blanton's, and I'd been looking for them, but I had never found them in Wisconsin or anywhere in my travels for a price that was acceptable to me. And then I found this Single Barrel and realized I liked it more than any of the Blantons I had tried up until that point. And it was like, okay, this is relatively available, and I like it more. I'm not going to buy Blantons. So for that reason, this will always be a little bit special to me, where it's like, this is my Blanton's killer. For other people, that might not be the case, but for me personally, it is. John, I know you've had quite a few 1792 expressions.
Just a few.
Shared a couple, thank you.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the brand, the expressions? What are your favorites?
I think it's all about the palate. It's like you have the 1792, where, yeah, it definitely feels Buffalo Trace kind of in different areas where different people have the different palates where they enjoy it. But I've had the Sweet Wheat, the Full Proof, the 12-year, the Bottle and Bond, all very nice, especially the Single Barrel. But I think like the Full Proof, it's a higher proof. I enjoy the proof, but definitely very easy to drink on a day-to-day basis and not think anything of it because it's readily available.
Yeah.
So,
and the 1792, especially the store picks, there are some of those that will hold their own against stags.
That's fair.
Now, they're few and far between. Not every Full Proof is going to raise to the level of even an average stag. But there are going to be those Full Proofs that will go toe-to-toe.
That's fair. That's very fair.
The Single Barrel itself, in Wisconsin, it was very hard to get until, I think, a year or two ago. And then 1792 started being a lot more available just in general in the state. The Full Proof got easier to find. The Bottled and Bond got a lot easier to find. Now I can go to any number of stores and find it, whereas 2 years ago, I remember I saw that it came available to a store. I pre-ordered it to make sure I'd get one. The Single Barrel is still pretty difficult. Well, it's more limited than the Full Proof and the Bottled and Bond, but it's out there. But the Sweet Wheat and the 12-year are still harder to find, especially in Wisconsin, for MSRP. Agreed. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because I know you like the 12-year.
12 years very smooth. I'm
It's
almost
nice.
out of it. The Sweet Wheat has the brown sugar, so yeah. That one's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice too.
They show up at drops, and sometimes they'll be in a raffle, but those are hard to find. Luckily, the Single Barrel, if you're looking, you'll find it if you check out a few stores. So, details on this bottle: 1792 Single Barrel, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, distilled by 1792 Barton, owned by Sazerac.
It's undisclosed mash bill, which again, don't like, but it's definitely over that 50% corn. The rye is the flavor grain in around 20%. So it's in there as a normal Single Barrel should be. It's 98.6 proof, so again, right under that 100 proof. And then it's not age stated, but it's at least minimum 4 years. So again, decent whiskey, but again, it's probably going to vary a little bit.
And for an MSRP of $50 and halfway decent availability, that's not bad. When you do find it, it is at MSRP.
Yep.
I don't see this getting marked up. Maybe it'll be up at $60, but you're not seeing this go for $100 or anything like some of the other harder to find 1792 expressions can be. If you compare this to a Blanton's, where MSRP on Blanton's is $80-$90 now.
Yeah, disappointing.
this is all when it's available. It's much more affordable. So let's get into this.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers.
Again,
Oh, that's just nice,
God bless 1792.
right?
Oh,
It's definitely lighter.
yep. But it's just genuinely smooth, where it's like it's
Yes.
not that overpowering, where it's like, whoa.
Yeah, this is very friendly.
I get a little bit of grape,
Oh,
like a grape
sure.
fig, where it's like that's
Yeah.
really interesting, really smooth on the palate or on the
Yeah, a
nose.
red grape. Some.
Oh,
It's not quite caramel.
no, yeah.
Trying to figure
not
out what
quite.
that sweetness is.
Is it like a toffee?
Like a, yeah, toffee sweetness. Yeah, very
Ooh.
very approachable.
It's interesting. The left nose gets a lot more. The left nostril, and then the right's just like,
Yeah.
we're gonna hang out a little
There's
bit.
some, there's fruit.
There.
Your grape,
So
some sort of plum. I think
Fair.
there's some plum in there.
okay.
Yeah, that's nice and fruity. I like that.
Color's nice too.
Definitely.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah, for a just sub 100 proof 4-ish age.
Seems like the 1792 likes to do that, minus their full proof.
Yeah. It's nice. Onto the palate.
Yes, sir.
That dances a little bit. And I'm getting more. It's like it's turning almost peachy.
Especially at the back. At
Yeah.
the back. Initially, I was like, "Oh, fig," and then it's like, "Oh no, there's more to this."
Yeah, this thing's a regular fruit salad.
Mmm. That is amazing.
I really like that.
Yeah.
That's not
Nice
bad.
selection. Very nice selection.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some oak there on the back, but it's not too drying.
No, it like starts drying and then it goes back to where it finishes.
Yeah.
So that's very good.
Medium long finish. Maybe more medium,
Yeah, medium.
but no harshness, no off flavors. For $50, and sometimes you can find these for 40-ish.
Yeah,
45.
Yes. Then you have to pay Uncle Sam, and then it gets
Yeah.
50, but still.
That's not bad
really
at all.
nice.
And that starts getting into, who is this for? This is a great mid-level proof, just sub 100, and this drinks lower. I would say this drinks closer to 90 proof.
That's fair. Very fair.
Very easy to drink. It has all those fruit flavors that, especially someone with a sweet tooth or somebody just getting into whiskey is going to appreciate more than an oak bomb. It's a decent looking bottle. You stack these up on your shelf, especially if you start to collect a few of the different releases. They've got all the neck tags. And I think it makes a good gift too.
Oh, agreed. Exciting gift.
Right. It's affordable. It looks good. The proof is at a point where it's not going to be too high for a bourbon drinker who doesn't go past 90 proof for Buffalo Trace. It's not going to blow out their palate. But then for the proof hounds, it's not going to be some 80 proof water that they'd overlook. It's very respectable, and it's a single barrel, so even if whoever you're giving this to already has some, you'll get the variety. So hopefully I can get this audio past the rain, but some alternatives to this bottle. As much as I keep saying, this killed Blantons for me. I think Blantons could be an alternative. If you're in a market where you can get Blantons regularly at $90, and you want something that is a bigger name, has more oak, because the Blantons definitely are a little oakier, I think. Then you could go for that. But like I said, for me personally, this is a Blanton's killer. Another product you could look at is the Benchmark single barrels. You're right in that same proof point. It's a Buffalo Trace product, so it's going to still have some of that sweetness. Same owner of Sazerac, so different distillers. And it's much cheaper. So if you're looking for an even cheaper alternative, the Benchmark single barrel at around $20, that's an option for you. And then finally, a little more off the wall, Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. That is going to be generally a little bit older because those are usually in the 6 to 8 year range, and are going to have a little more spicy spice notes, baking spices going on, have that turkey funk. So if you're not into sweet whiskey, but you still want something that could function with that mid-level proof, decent availability, good pricing, the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit would be an option. So, thank you so much for watching. Cheers, and go touch grass.